Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you the top three market points of the week as always. But before we dive into that, as always, it's your fantasy football update. I fell to 5-3 last week, so we're hoping to get a rebound win this next week and jump right back into the top three slot of our league and maybe get that first round bye. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to dive right into your top 3 points of the week. First things first, at point number 3 is the Sam Bankman-Fried trial finally coming to a close. So SBF, the former king and former CEO of FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange, was found guilty on all 7 fraud charges. That carries a sum total of potentially 110 years in prison. Now, he did try to throw a Hail Mary defense by testifying on the stand himself, but when all of your former colleagues and coworkers testify against you, it's not going to quite work out that well. At point number 2, it's Apple earnings. So we are seeing Apple fall a little bit today after reporting earnings yesterday. They did miss quite substantially on Chinese revenues, missing by almost $2 billion. But their services revenue did increase and did beat by $1 billion. Unfortunately, though, the company did issue guidance into the final quarter of the year, that holiday season, that sales and revenues are going to be relatively flat year over year from last quarter. So if you're looking for a bounce back on a financial standpoint from Apple, maybe don't get your hopes up. But that new iPhone 15 is out there, so in case you want that new titanium model, you can go get it. Finally, at point number 1, it was a jobs report that came out, the non-farm payrolls. We did see it only increase 150,000 jobs this last cycle, and that did come in below expectations of 180,000 jobs. Now, what that tells us is that the jobs market is starting to cool, which is what the Fed wants to see from the Fed hiking cycle. Now, with that loosening starting to happen, it does kind of make the picture of future rate hikes that much more dim. So we are not probably expecting another rate hike from the December meeting, but we are going to start seeing maybe more unemployment coming up a little bit as that slack continues to build in the labor market. Now, that pretty much does it for your top 3 points this week. What are we looking to for next week? Well, primarily, we're going to keep our eyes on consumer sentiment. And even though we've had a great week this past week in the market, we want to see where that consumer is according to the University of Michigan readings. Now, that pretty much does it for your whole week in review. As always, if you got further questions, please reach out to your financial advisor to dig into the written week in review. Otherwise, try to enjoy that weather while it's still moderately warm outside before it gets too cold heading into that winter season. Otherwise, we'll see you at the same time next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks again. Bye.